Hello everyone, Sylvan Bard here, and welcome to another movie review. There was a time when penguins were a big thing in the mid-2000s. In the movies, that is.
And for a while, I never got why they were popular. Is it because people find them to be cute and irresistible, or is it because they are to become endangered due to global warming, which is also one of many topics in the mid-2000s?
Well, I don't know the answer, but there was one penguin movie that everyone seems to overlook, despite it coming out in the mid-90s. And this penguin movie happens to be called The Pebble and the Penguin.
A male penguin named Hubie wishes for a female penguin named Marina to be his bride, but has trouble finding the right pebble to offer. But one night, a new pebble falls from the sky, and Hubie feels that this is the perfect pebble for Marina. But another male penguin named Drake also wants Marina to be his bride, and throws Hubie out into the ocean, where he's soon picked up by men and caged into a ship. Until yet another male penguin, a rock hopper named Rocco, also gets caged, and helps Hubie escape to Antarctica, where Marina is waiting, and Drake keeps on asking her to be his own. And along the way to Antarctica, Rocco has a dream of flying one day, which Hubie always states that penguins don't fly.
And boy, I couldn't make that simple enough. Yet, I strangely did enjoy it as a kid, and as an adult, it's pretty decent as it is. But how decent is it?
From my take, I think the characters could have been more better. Hubie as a stutterer is fine, but if he were a nervous wreck and couldn't face Marina without flubbing a line, he would be a little funnier, because he already loves Marina and feels a bit shy around her. Drake could have been a little more menacing, like there's two seagull-like birds that live with him and don't really do much. Maybe if Drake heard that Hubie is returning to Antarctica, he could send those two off to find and rid him, or he could have used the street goons to do so, instead of constantly going after Marina, when he should have been aware that Hubie is coming.
Or maybe he still thinks that Hubie is dead when in fact he should know that he isn't.
As for the other characters, I think they're alright.
And while the characters did need some work, the songs and the animation still work out.
Like any Don Bluth film, the animation for it is still impressive, as well as some computer effects thrown in. However, there are shots where an object or a character is unfinished, and it becomes distracting, but it only happens a few times. The songs themselves are kind of fun, but, as you would expect, the lyrics are hard to catch. Not all of them, just some of them. Now and Forever felt like it could be done on stage because the grandeur of it throughout the opening credits just builds and it ends really nicely. Not to mention its reprise at the end, which is okay, and the end credit rendition which has the words "and ever" repeated like 10 times.
And yet, that one is as good as the first version.
Sometimes I wonder which Hubie sings to Marina is nice, though it ended rather meh-ish. Yet its reprise by Marina ended just fine. The Good Ship Misery is okay, though it tended to slow the movie down a bit. I've already gone over Don't Make Me Laugh in the top 10 list, so there's not much to talk about, but it's still a fun song. And the last song, Looks Like I Got Me a Friend, is quite upbeat, and yeah, there's an odd cutaway from it near the end, but it's not all bad. Plus, the jokes about friendship that Hubie makes are quite good, and one gave me a giggle.
Now that I think about it, only 3 of them are better.
And the actors who voiced and sung the characters are pretty good. Martin Short voices Hubie, Annie Golden voices Marina, James Belushi voices Rocco, Tim Curry voices Drake, Shani Wallace voices the narrator.
And that's about it. I know there's more, but I can't recall the other characters, so let's just end this.
As a whole, this movie is all fine and good, by just a little. The characters are kind of good, the story is fine, the animation is good looking, and the songs, while at times having forgettable lyrics, are sort of enjoyable and kind of fun. Even though Don Bluth isn't credited in this film, it's pretty much his direction from start to finish, and he made a pretty decent movie that has some fun with its sequences, either through songs or characters. Yet once in a while it can get boring, either that the characters aren't strong enough or the story is slow moving. but the film's songs and animation keep it afloat for how enjoyable they are. And if the characters and story had more to offer, the film would have been better. But as of now, it's still decent as it is, even if I liked it more as a kid.
So today, this movie will be given a rating of 2.5+ stars. So thank you for joining me. Like, comment, subscribe, follow me on Facebook or Twitter, and tune in next Wednesday for a new video. So today, hello everyone. Hello everyone. Hello everyone. Someone Bard here, and welcome to another movie review. Hello everyone. Hello. Hello everyone. And yet that one. Or maybe he still thinks Hubie is dead, when in fact he should know that he is. Or maybe you still think that Hubie is dead, when in fact he really is. Or maybe he thinks that Hubie is still dead, when in fact he really is not.